Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Hello Geeks and Geekettes, this is the Lord of Geeks and you're watching Geeks Gameplay. Today we're playing a crazy game!
Come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi!
This is Crazy Taxi! Before we take up fares, please make sure to subscribe to Geeks Gameplay channel for the latest gaming news and great gameplay videos.
It's party time, let's have some fun!
Crazy Taxi is a series of racing video games that was developed by Hitmaker and published by Sega. The first game appeared in arcades in 1999 and was very successful, prompting Sega to port the arcade version to their Dreamcast console in 2000. And it is the third best-selling Dreamcast game in the United States, selling over 1 million copies. The game was later ported to the PlayStation 2, Nintendo GameCube, and PC with sequels also appearing on the Xbox, Game Boy Advance, and PlayStation Portable. The franchise has been recognized for its innovative gameplay design, which is easy to learn but difficult to master. Its use of in-game advertising and its soundtrack music, provided by the brands The Offsprings and Bad Religion, the core gameplay mechanics has been patented by Sega, leading to at least one lawsuit over similar gameplay in The Simpsons Road Rage, which has since been settled out of court. As you can see, Crazy Taxi and its sequels are score attack games that all employ the same fundamental rules and mechanics. The player controls one of several taxi drivers in a fictional city, looking for fares and then taking them to their destinations in the fastest time possible. The player must perform this while time still remains on an overall gameplay clock. Passengers looking for rides are indicated by an overhead marker that is colored to represent the distance to their intended destination. The color markers ranges from red, indicating short trips, to yellow for intermediate distances, and to green, indicating long ones. When a passenger is picked up, the player is awarded additional time on the countdown clock. Furthermore, a second countdown timer is started, representing how quickly the passenger needs to be at their destination. While a passenger is in the taxi, a large green arrow is shown on the player's HUD that points to the general direction of the passenger's destination to help guide the player through the map. After that, the player can use special crazy stunt moves such as drifts, jumps, and near misses, and consecutive combos of these to earn extra money from the passenger during the trip. If the destination is reached in time, the player is paid based on the distance driven, with a possible time bonus based on how quickly the destination was reached. If the passenger's countdown timer strikes 0, they will exit the taxi and sometimes they will jump out of it without paying the player, and they will be required to look for another fare. And you keep doing that for as long as you can, as long as you have more seconds on your timer. But once the main clock reaches 0, the game's over, and the player is ranked or rated based on the total earned. Unlike other arcade games, the player cannot continue from where the previous game ended. The game cannot be played indefinitely. While there are hundreds of potential passengers to pick up and deliver, there are only limited number of fares in the game. The various passengers scattered throughout the city will randomly appear and disappear throughout the game, but once one is picked up, that passenger is unavailable for the rest of that game. In this version of the game that we are playing, and by the way we are playing Crazy Taxi Fare Wars for the PSP, which was developed by Sniper Studios with support from members of the original Hitmaker Crazy Taxi design team in Japan. This port was released for the PSP on August 7th of 2007. The game effectively is a port of both Crazy Taxi and Crazy Taxi 2, without any changes to the gameplay, but lacking the in-game advertising and the original soundtrack. While the game includes its own soundtrack, the player can use their own music stored on the PSP. This game also includes a multiplayer feature over the PSP's ad hoc wireless system, allowing players to fight for fares within the same map, including the ability to steal other players' passengers. The game also had other multiplayer games such as time trials and crazy runs, a variation of the games where players sharing the same PSP can take turns within the game. There have been 2 attempts to create a movie based on the Crazy Taxi franchise, but unfortunately, none of them succeeded. This has been all the news I have for the Crazy Taxi game. Please make sure to follow Geeks Gameplay for more gaming news and great gameplay videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.